Hey everyone! So I'm sure you know from the title of the YouTube video, this is for Rebecca Moore's 500 subby YouTube hop. So that first layout there that you saw was not my layout, obviously, that was Rebecca's layout. And so everyone, it's my understanding that I think everyone is scrap lifting her. So I went through her Instagram, which I think it's like Precious Paper Crafts or something like that. I'll link it down below. I'll have all of her information to her YouTube video. So if you're not subscribed to her already, you can go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, I went through her Instagram and I found one that jumped out to me and that did not terrify me. She does a lot of like mixed media and cut files and things like that. And I like to say I'm a lazy scrapbooker. I just want to put the paper on the page and call it a day. So this one was a fun one that, stretched me, but still to me seemed doable. So I pulled out my Dina Wakley gloss sprays here, and I think I'm using, that first one is magenta, this one is lemon, then I'm going to use turquoise, marine, and eggplant are the colors that I use in this spray. So this is the first time I think I've ever done any kind of mixed media layout. And then my little heat gun there is getting its first workout in probably a good 3 to 5 years. So yeah, I'm using the, what is it called? Color Story line from Vicki Boutin. I thought this was the perfect line to go with the mixed media, of course, because she is the mixed media queen. So you will see me here just spraying these down, and those two, the yellow and the blue, did exactly what I was trying to prevent, and they completely got muddy there in the middle. I wasn't too worried about it since I knew that was going to be covered up, but I was super bothered by it. I'm like kind of a perfectionist, which is why I think that I don't do mixed media, is because I can't control it, and that bothers me. Once it's there, it's there. And I am using Basil marshmallow cardstock because the people who do mixed media, I hear them say good things about it. And I don't do enough mixed media to invest in the Vicki Boutin Foundation's paper. So I was just kind of making do with what I had. I guess I should have cut out some of this drying time here. Sorry about that. I thought I cut more of it out. Here I was trying to be more efficient and shake two of them at the same time. And I think I've already passed it up, but I'm sure someone noticed. I literally spilt that yellow paint everywhere. I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't put the lid on it and I shook it, which is not the most intelligent thing to do. So here I'm trying to replicate the edges that she has on the outside of that strip of paper. And I'm just cutting little, I think I did like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch strips of this black paper. And it's because I'm probably not going to use black in anything other than matting. It's obviously very dark and very heavy, but I used the edge of the paper strip because I'm trying to save paper, and you'll see that there. I knew that little hole was going to be covered up. So I'm just going to use some washi tape to tape these end to end. That way I have a 12-inch piece. And then I'm going to glue those top and bottom. And I think I'm going to cut out a lot of this washi and gluing that is going on because it takes me a ridiculously long time to line those up. So I've got all of that on there, taped up, and then I'm going to put an insane amount of tape on there. And then once I go through and tape like every inch of this, I remember that I have mixed media and that I need to put wet glue on it. So you're going to see me swirl some wet glue around. That way the layout does not pop off, because those gloss sprays are very shiny and very smooth. Like, I'm not sure tape would stick to it at all. I just throw some of my Nuvo glue on there and then line it up and get it down on the page. And I want to apologize. I've got like a new place to put my my little tripod to hold my phone, and it's directly to the right of my arm. And I'm right-handed, so I continuously bump it and have to readjust it. And it, hopefully it's not too annoying for you, but it'll be better for me to make sure that I'm staying in frame, because I can actually see my camera or see the screen, instead of when it's on the other side of my desk. I just kind of hope and pray that it stays exactly where I put it. So here is much better for me to make sure I'm staying in frame. Yeah, so I'm distressing the edges here, and I just used some more of that black paper that came out of the 6x8 paper pad, and then the blue paper behind it is the other side of the paper that I used to cut that 4-inch strip for the background. So I'm just using the opposite side to get me a mat there. And let's see. I'm trying to think of what I do next. The layout, of course, is not in front of me. I'm literally sitting in my car while my son is at school trying to cram this in last minute. The layout, this is the 21st that I'm doing the voiceover, and then everything goes live tomorrow at like 9 a.m. my time. I have grossly underestimated the delivery times with things with a newborn. She doesn't wait for anybody, and when she wants to be attached to mommy, that is exactly what she does. So it's put me a little behind schedule, so I'm scrambling here at this time. So yeah, I went through both of those ephemera packs that Vicki Boutin has, and I just pulled out things that I thought would go with the layout, because if I have too many pieces of ephemera, like, my mind just explodes. Rebecca has hearts and butterflies on her layout. I typically am not a butterfly person, so I decided to take it and run with it and get as many of these butterflies and moths used up as possible. It's so weird to me. I know Vicki is not the only one that does it. I know there's other people that put the moths in their collections, and I'm terrified of moths. Like, if I see, like, I'm the person that like takes off screaming and running if a moth is flying around me at night. But luckily these are cute moths, if that's even a thing. But I try to kind of replace her idea of the hearts with butterflies. So you're just going to see me here just putting them around the page, and I kind of try to do them in like the monochromatic thing. Like, I put the pink moth in the pink strip, the yellow one kind of lines up with the yellow spray, and then I put that tealy green one with the teal. So let's see, after I get my moths and butterflies in place, I'm trying to find some big black phrases that will mimic what she did with hers. I actually had like 3 or 4 different thickers packs that I was going through, but I saved you all the time of me flipping and hemming and hawing back and forth, and just found my sentiment, found where I wanted it to go. And then now I'm going to get everything glued down and try to get it back in the same place. I find that even if I just pick it up and glue it, I sometimes forget exactly where it was. And then when I'm doing these voiceovers, I'm like, dang it looks so much better in its original spot. But, if I didn't notice at the time, then it couldn't be that bad, right? So I wish I had popped some of these up, but it didn't even occur to me until now that I'm watching this, like, to put any foam behind them. But I think they still look cute, and I still got them on the page. And that flower there, I just really liked how it framed the picture and kind of brought your eye back to the picture, because obviously there's a lot going on this layout. And which is another reason why I wish I would have popped that one up as well, for it to kind of stand out. But I think the flower and the big giant paperclip thing kind of brings your eye back to the paper as well, or back to the picture as well. So yeah, I'm pretty much done here. You're just going to see me going back through the 6x12 sticker sheet and figuring out some things that I want to put down there. She had like some words to the right of her picture, but when I was going through the sticker book, they would have just stuck out too much and completely taken your eye away from everything but them. So I just I think I find like 1 or 2 that I like that I put down. Then I put my little smile big phrase down there, and yeah, I think we pretty much call it a day after this. I did go back and glue these because, again, it's over top of that mixed media, and I think these stickers are old. I got them at Joann's maybe, probably a year at least ago, year and a half ago, and they were old then. So they definitely needed some help sticking down, especially to that gloss spray, because like I said, it doesn't let anything stick to it. And I'm not sure if I do this right now, but it's where my head's going. Yeah, this is where. So I realized that shiny butterfly on the bottom left is the only thing that has that metallic finish in it. So I'm trying to remedy that. I'm like, everything that is shiny is too shiny, and it's going to draw attention away from things. So I ended up just putting that little black phrase sticker. I think it says this and that. I honestly don't. Yeah, it says this and that. So I put that at the top, and then I take some of these little shiny dots and I put them next to the hearts, which calls out attention to myself that I only have 2 hearts. And of course, you have to do everything in 3s in scrapbooking, right? So I get me another heart off of that sheet and put it up there in the top left, and then put my little metallic dot beside it. That way that funky moth isn't the only thing sticking out and shiny. And then this is some tattered angel spray in almost black, and I just kind of dot that around the page, and then we call it a day. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Links to everybody else's videos are at the end. Be sure to check everybody out. I'm super excited. This is my first YouTube hop. I should have said that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.